What's good, YouTube? It's Max08 here, and today I want to talk about why I think you should watch Demon Slayer Season 2. But the first thing I wanted to say was only 0.4% of my viewers are subscribed. So the other 99.6% are not subscribed. So if you watch this video and you enjoy it, please consider subscribing. It would help a lot. So starting off, I just wanted to talk about Demon Slayer's fandom because I feel like it's pretty polarized. You really have like the people who are diehard Demon Slayer fans on one hand who like will do anything to defend the series, and then on the other hand, you just have Demon Slayer haters, which I feel like the community is mostly comprised of. And I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely in the boat of the Demon Slayer haters going into season two, and even before I started watching season two. But I ended up changing my mind throughout watching season two because of how good it was. Throughout watching Demon Slayer season one, I thought it was a pretty decent show. Like it had its nice little plot intricacies and stuff like that, but I found it pretty similar to other shows that I had seen before, like Bleach, and didn't really think it was anything special. Didn't really think like the story was doing anything too crazy that I hadn't already seen. So it was just kind of something I was watching because it was coming out and the animation looked nice. But in addition, if we look at like a lot of the hype scenes from season one, specifically like the scene where Tanjiro fought Rui and stuff like that, I thought those scenes were very well done, but I didn't really connect to it like that. I didn't really think it was that good of a show during season one. With the shows that I typically like to watch, it's kind of hard to describe, but if I'm just watching a show that has some great animation, like it'll be cool to look at, but I don't really have any type of like if I can't develop any type of attachment to the show, then I won't be interested in it, which is why shows like Attack on Titan, JoJo, stuff like that, that's why those shows are so much better to me, in my opinion. Naruto, stuff like that. But Demon Slayer, like, it just felt so forced to me. Another thing with Demon Slayer was I was not a fan of the characters at all. And with anime in general, for me to really like the anime, one, I need to be able to relate to it on some fundamental level. And then two, like I just said, I have to really connect with it. And I didn't really connect with Demon Slayer season one. The characters in Demon Slayer, the main characters, especially Inosuke, Zenitsu, and Tanjiro, while Tanjiro and Inosuke are okay, like I find Zenitsu like god awful. He's pretty terrible. I don't like him at all, especially in season one. He was a pretty annoying character to me, and I just really couldn't get past him when I was watching Demon Slayer initially. Inosuke, season one, he was the same way as well. I just thought his like the whole Demon Slayer, the way the entire show went, it just felt so corny to me. Tanjiro, especially Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu, like all of their characters seemed pretty corny. Even though Tanjiro had like the tragic death at the beginning of the series and stuff like that, I just felt like his personality and the way he kind of reacted to things was kind of just childish and corny. But it's okay for a show to be like that because one, Tanjiro's literally a child, and like some people like shows like that, but just not me. I couldn't really relate to it. So summing those reasons up, kind of had the whole reasoning that the characters were pretty childish and corny. The plot was it was okay. Like it definitely wasn't the greatest thing I ever seen. It wasn't bad either. So we kind of have like this mediocre plot mixed with these characters that I don't really like or relate to. And that's pretty much why I ended up not liking season one that much. While I was watching it, it was cool, but after the fact, in retrospect, it was just kind of Going into season two of Demon Slayer was kind of lackluster at the beginning, to say the least. When the Mugen Train movie came out, I actually went to the theater and saw it with some of my friends, and I actually ended up falling asleep. I was pretty tired. I don't think me falling asleep speaks to how the movie was. I was pretty tired that day, but I don't think it doesn't speak to how the movie was. I just wasn't really that interested when I started watching the movie. And with it starting off with Inosuke and Tanjiro, I was just like, here they go again. all right, let's just see where this goes. And they introduced Rengoku's character. And Rengoku, Demon Slayer just kind of has like this kind of corny aesthetic to it, with all of their characters. Like Rengoku's first introduction into the series was kind of corny to me. I didn't really like it. He just kept saying the same thing over and over and over. I was just like, this is so not badass. Like it was kind of hard to watch, and I ended up falling asleep. But when my friend woke me up during the movie, is when Rengoku and the upper six demons started battling. So the fights were cool and all that stuff, but the movie as a the movie as a whole, it wasn't bad by any means. But a lot of people said it was the best anime movie they ever seen, and I definitely don't think it was that. But I don't think it was bad either. But after I watched episode 2, I got stuck in watching Demon Slayer and I really got hooked on it. I was 5 episodes behind at this point, and I sat there and watched all 6 episodes from episode 2 to episode 7 in one sitting, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. And from that point on, I just watched it every week when it came out with Attack on Titan, and I had a really good time watching it with me and my friends. But I would say all this to say that I wasn't by any means, I was probably the farthest thing from a Demon Slayer fan going into season 2. And I actually enjoyed the series and I'm interested to see where it goes now. I was thinking about reading the manga, but I've gotten some mixed reviews about it. So I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll just hold off until the anime comes out again. But I say all this to say that you should everybody should go and watch Demon Slayer season 2. It was great. It was beautifully done. This is probably the best animation I've ever seen in an anime ever. The only thing I'm trying to think of, the only thing that can possibly compare to it, I'd say the Dragon Ball Z Broly movie. The animation in that was pretty good, but I don't think anything stands up to Demon Slayer's new season of animation. It was so crisp and clean, and Demon Slayer's specific art style, I feel like it just goes so well with the studio that's animating it. It just looks perfect. But yeah, Demon Slayer in season 1, I felt like there were so many reasons why I didn't like it. Like I felt like the story was just mid. I didn't like the characters, didn't like the pacing that much, and it's just kind of a snooze fest for me. But then once we got to season 2, started liking the characters more. The characters started developing. The character, to be honest, I think Demon Slayer season 2, the biggest thing was the more characters being introduced with the Hashiras, and also Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke kind of developing more and becoming kind of less childlike. I think that's what really did it for me. But I think everyone should go and watch Demon Slayer season 2.